leg forward. 6. Chamber your hand. 7. 8.
He has this vision that like he can see just a spot and have such a clear plan for what he wants to do with it right away, and it's always, you know, extravagant in his own way. For better or worse, he tries and makes it happen.
I've learned a lot of teachings through whether it be how to live your life, how to manage your life, how to walk through your life.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's pretty much like a second father figure to me and a lot of people. Teachable moments will just like, if we're in a big group or we're out and about, or it's just him and like his stories, you know, you always come into problems. And he's been a very good role model on how to go through those problems in life.
So we started fighting, and I had grabbed her hair, and I had to go to the ground, and she got back up and punched me in my eye.
Oh my!
And then they
when
broke
did this
us
happen
up.
though?
Friday.
This past Friday?
Last Friday.
Lola.
Did you sidekick
You
her?
were sick then. You were just.
May you?
Why didn't you block? I mean, you shouldn't be fighting anyways, but.
Yeah.
All right.
He got a
You
good point.
do 10 of her push-ups. Good grief.
So she's
Instigating the whole thing.
That's something that would have to get settled. You can't just let that really go, because then that's where a lot of people will develop like some kind of an ego to themselves of like, I'm going to be able to get away with this like next time. And a lot of the time Don himself would have to keep that in check. He had to do it for me several times. He had to do it for everybody. And especially when we got older, some of those punishments became real rough. We used to have a kendo staff, which is it's a bamboo shoot that's like kind of split into a sword and bound together. If we got hit with that thing, oh dude, it sucked. It pinched you really, really good when it came down on you, so you're just getting hit with a stick that also bites you.
You guys have it so much easier than the past kids. The discipline used to be a lot higher. We'd get smacked with bamboo sticks. Dude, and the honey stick, did I tell you about the honey stick? We would all walk in a line or not a line, but a big group to like the pools or just, you know, the library. And if you're falling behind, if you're creating a gap in line, you can't create a gap in the line. I was so thankful when I grew up and I could be a part of this. You take a stick and you fucking poke the behind of the kid who's trailing along, dude. It's the honey stick. Get him to hurry up. Yeah, we have good times. I don't think it's like that whole idea of like a dangerous playground. Like kids need to be, you know, they need to be in some danger. Let them learn. And you know, this is the place to do it.
I'm gonna make like 435 pancakes.
That's a lot of pancakes.
I got a big box of pancakes. A little bit. Don't do me that way. Don't do me that way. I'm helping. Don't do me that way.
I'm so curly.
Don't do me that way. Huh? I must admit my pancakes look beautiful.
What is that?
Well, where we are right now is, I've dubbed this the Village, and I manage these two buildings, the north building, the south building, and now the cottages that are in the back with a courtyard. There's also the farm that's out on the corner. This enterprise I call the Village is really quite the example of what a village ought to be. I think a village ought to be kind of like like the Springfield community as a whole, but smaller, obviously, and we all help each other, we all know each other, we all, you know, pitch in and participate in the goings-on in the village. And there's this energy of positive. There's this energy of this is a good place to be, especially with the kids. There's laughter, and you know, there's of course reprimand. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. I have to snap often, but it's all for the good, and you know, making better decision makers in the world.
Are we getting two? Hey, Olivia, you're supposed to wait till I put the fork and some syrup. Okay, so you do it.
Once you guys finish, clean yourselves, leave the plates there, I'll take care of the plates. Did you wash your hands? As you were.
I didn't do it, he did it!
Hey, lower your voice in here, boy. Did you wash your hands?
No.
And if you scream again, hey, come here. You've been screaming every now since you got here. I keep reminding you to hold your voice down. Discipline to me is like truth is to me. Respect. All these positive words that I utter all the time. An example for students, you know, it's every day. Discipline is around me every day. It's unconscious for me right now. And I try to share that with others.
Get my black belt. It's an upgraded uniform, upgraded belt. You gotta break a brick. It's an all-day event. It means to become a forever student. It means you're not finished right there. It means you keep learning and you have a seek to learning because the discipline has instilled that in you. Becoming a black belt isn't, a lot of people think that's the pinnacle. That's the highest point you can reach, but it's not. There's degrees even to being a black belt. To me, that is just the start of a long journey. That's what you have to work towards. You have to work to be that better person. You have to work to always better yourself and work to help the better other people.
The wins are many. Gosh, the failures are many. But they're all perceived as lessons in life, you know? The failures especially. You know, when somebody breaks their finger or gets kicked in the gut and they're doubled over, or loses a tournament, or I decide to hold their belt because they didn't test well enough, in my opinion. Also, it's dejection. Well, I gotta talk to you. Now listen, you got opportunity, belt's right here, your name's on it, it's your belt, but in order for you to get it out of my hands and into your, or around your waist, you gotta prove something to me. It's all a part of the discipline, and it takes time.
It is hard growth, and I mean, there was more than a few times where I absolutely did not want to be hearing the things that he had to say, or just, you know, having to deal with any of that. And there's a lot of kids who kind of flunked out of growing with him.
So a lot of people come in here and they want to learn karate, as Bruce Lee's seen it, and they want to learn taekwondo, I should say, and they don't recognize the difference. So they come here and they learn how to fight, and as soon as they become a very good fighter, because we're very good at producing fighters, they leave. You should be capable of violence but never use violence. It's better to be a warrior at a farm than a farmer in a war.
We are a defensive martial art, so we never strike first. And I think my way of teaching this instills a more peaceful, I take them out to the garden, we'll train out in the garden, we'll put our hands in the dirt. I'm a firm believer of an old African proverb where, you know, the man, woman, child that puts their hand in their soil, their land, will offload most, if not all, of their ill wills. So I always have classes in the garden where, you know, kids are pulling weeds and we're talking, we're discussing. And then maybe we'll do some martial arts out there, you know, some of the repetitive techniques that we do to sharpen the skills. But I always follow up with a reminder that this is for self-defense.
I've been eating carrots all day.
You've been eating them all day?
It's like him having the ability to create this space for kids and for adults, like centered around fitness and like plants and growing things, like agriculture, and just like living off the land and taking care of your body and taking care of your mind and your spirit. His ability to create all that is very impactful for like the community in Springfield. And all my friends say like we've won the lottery where we grew up because we have him and this place.
Okay, we got two fools in love.
Woke up one morning, I seen your face and it made me smile. Woke up that morning, I seen your face and we gazed for a while. It was good. Never lying, golden sunshine on me. Golden sunshine on